a strong man play in a boy's life when he's trying to find himself?
Well, you have to think about what perception of a strong man. He could be a strong man in a criminal perspective, in the illegal perspective. And that could be the strongest identity that he sees. And so he can go off in that level of crime as well. But it's all about, and when I say that, even these people in crime, they're great men. I won't say they're all good men, but they're great men. And so if we could really concentrate on doing the best we can from our perspective of being a good man and transform that into other children, other young boys, that will be a start.
Michael, you're seeing right now messages on YouTube go viral where it's grown men like Jordan Peterson talk about what it is to be a man, or even Andrew Tate's talking to young boys. Mm-hmm. There seems to be in every industry, there's a sect of that industry does very well. Like, hey, in books, young nonfiction is doing really well right now. Really? Youth nonfiction? Yes, kids want to know more. Oh, okay, interesting. In the denomination of religion, hey, the LDS church is growing at this pace right now. Really? Why? What are they doing? Hey, when it comes down to content being created right now, young boys want to learn from a man with experience. Kids, they go to private or public?
I have one kid that goes to public heritage here, and I have one that's online school. He was online. Yes, homeschool.
What's your thoughts in public versus private?
In public school, you get the diversity. You get everything coming at you: the good, the bad, the bullies, the tough guys, the geeks. It's all just coming at you, and you have an opportunity to choose what you're going to do. In a private school, boom, everybody's in the same line. Every day is the same way. Nobody gets off the fence. We all stay on the fence in private school. And in public school, you're on the fence. You get off the fence and you make mistakes. Most of the private schools, they prevent them the best way possible. We're going to make mistakes, but the best way possible, they prevent them from making mistakes and being discouraged.
Who would Mike Tyson have been if he went to private school?
Mike Tyson?
Yeah, who would he have been if he would have gone to private school?
I don't know. Not what I am now.
Never gone to private, I've gone to public, right? So to me, when you go to public, you see everything. You see gangs, drugs, cocaine, pot, the nerds, the athletes, these guys, those guys, the valedictorian. You see it all. There's an advantage to it as well. But my concern is I'm 44 today, so I went to school,
Today, your birthday?
No, I'm 44 years old. But
Could you imagine?
Your birthday's next month, right? June 23rd?
30th.
June 30th, yeah. So I'm a October 18th baby, 1978. So
Scorpio, what was that?
I'm a Libra.
Libra,
yeah.
okay.
You're a Cancer, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Cancers are beasts. So, so 1996 is when I graduated. This was the whole Tupac. The only the devastating day for me was that day. We're in LA. I'm going to Glendale High School, but when I was going to high school versus what I'm seeing today is not the same. Like my high school today, a bunch of people from Glendale Unified School District have messaged me. They've created an Instagram account of what's going on right now in GUSD. Okay, how they're letting boys go into girls' bathroom and all this other stuff. It's not the public school we went to. There was none of that.
But if they didn't have that opportunity, I would want them to be in public school. If we were struggling for the money, I would want them to go and experience that. You have to experience. I wanted my kids to experience where I lived at. I wanted to take them to Brownsville, Brooklyn, let them eat pizza. Let them go to the ghetto. This guy's your father. I let them know that little kid right there, that's your father. And
wow. And you did that?
Oh, absolutely.
What was their reaction when they saw it?
Scared to death. Didn't want to get involved. It was an apartment, it's pretty condemned, but with a hole in the door. I told myself, go ahead, peep in there. They didn't know, I'm not peeping in there. And I just let them know, look at this, man. It's just a concrete jungle. And these guys are, wow. These guys are animals disguised as human beings. And that's just what it is.
Mike, do you think the killer instinct concept, right? Certain people have a killer instinct, and you'll see them like Celtics beat the Sixers, right? And you've seen all the fans over there. You're seeing all the Sixers fans, and you're seeing who the Celtics fans are. They're like, these guys are dogs, right? Like you can tell they're tough guys, right? New York DNA, right? You see certain people are like, there's a certain level of toughness and ruggedness and fearlessness, right, that comes from it. Do you think the killer instinct folks in business, in politics, in sports, do you think they need a little bit of that craziness experience to go through, or not necessarily in all cases?
It depends on the consequences that you're willing to accept.
What do you mean by that?
By having that killer instinct, the desire to want and want and want, there's repercussions to that. There's lawsuits. There's people that want to ruin your career. They might want to hurt your family. There's a lot of repercussions that come with being the dog, the beast, the animal. The universe tests you.
Did you watch? Are you into movies or no? Do you like?
Kind of.
Have you watched the new movie Air, the story of Michael Jordan?
They keep telling me to look at that.
You gotta watch it.
Ben Affleck, no.
I watch it. I watch
Ben
it.
Affleck, Matt Damon.
Have you seen it yet or no?
I haven't seen it.
They told me to go win awards up the butt.
Oh, Mike, you gotta watch it, because there's a scene in the movie where Sonny. So we took 60 of our employees here, and we took 150 of our insurance agents in Dallas, and I want to watch. Awesome. I watched it 3 times in 2 weeks. It's an incredible movie. There's a scene in the movie where Sonny is sitting there talking to Michael, okay? It's when Nike's making the pitch to Michael to come to us, and Michael doesn't want to go to Nike. He wants to go to Adidas, and he wants to go to all these things. And he's saying, Michael, I'm just going to get right into it. He says, look, no one's going to remember us. They're going to remember you. He says, we're all just people in your life. But long term, here's what's going to happen to you. Here's what America's good at. You're going to go up there, you're going to win. You're going to win a lot of championships. You're going to win MVPs. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. But then the media is going to turn on you. There's going to be some losses. There's going to be some setbacks. And while he's explaining this, he shows when his dad dies in the movie. They show when he's losing. They show when he's in the Chicago White Sox and he's missing the ball. They show all of these things where the idea, my dad told me this when I was 16 years old. He says, one thing about America, as an immigrant, this guy, my dad's wisdoms, you'll meet him today when we're having lunch. You'll meet my dad. So he said, in America, this is what they'll do. He says, if they want to turn you into a hero, they'll turn you into a hero. But if they want to turn you to see you fall, America loves a fall. But what America even loves more than a fall is redemption and a